a news reporter of ABC News speaking about the Microsoft outage and what really is the reason behind it. Let's listen in.
Well, normally I'd be getting ready to go on air here at Radio National, but as you can see, we've got some pretty major problems with our computers. The blue screen of death has taken over not only ABC radio networks, but we understand it's a widespread outage related to CrowdStrike software, Bendigo Bank, the NAB, Microsoft, 365, Suncorp Bank, Foxtel, MYOB. These are some of the names of businesses affected by this outage. Suncorp Bank, as I mentioned, the Commonwealth Bank, NBN as well, Telstra, also Amazon Web Services. We're trying our best to get things back on air here at Radio National today. It's a hive of activity as everyone's trying to scramble to break into the emergency tape, which we're hoping to do early to bring you what we know for RN Drive this afternoon. Stay tuned.
All right. This is come as a huge shock to the world, not expected. I'm looking at messages, which is surprising enough. It's not just India, of course, and not just the United States. We're looking at the London Stock Exchange that reports technical glitches amid this global outage. The biggest rail operator in the United Kingdom that witnesses outage, and they warn of cancellations. So that's the tube services in London that seems to have been impacted. The London Stock Exchange that seems to have been impacted. We heard the ABC News from a reporter coming from Australia. He sent us a news bite where he says none of the computers there are working at their offices. the outage has really led to a total shutdown. We're looking at Elon Musk, who's taking a dig at Microsoft there amidst the reports of global outage, saying that X operations has not been affected due to this global outage, and it's all fine. Basically Twitter is still working. Israel's central bank says global outage has impacted banks. Well, we're looking at a number of countries now putting out messages that their services seems to be down at the moment. They aren't really able to figure out what exactly is wrong. Microsoft, that's backing those servers, has crashed. Elon Musk there, like I did mention, mocking the outage. He says, well, Elon Musk, of course, known to take jibes more often than not. He's, at this point, mocking Microsoft, saying that X services still continue. This is a jibe that Elon Musk takes. He's put out a message there. Macrohard is greater than Microsoft. Not too sure what exactly that means, but Ayush Alawad, our tech reporter, joining us live for more on that. Ayush, Elon Musk mocking the Microsoft outage, but let's be very clear here, there's nothing funny about this. The entire world seems to be stranded and stuck at this point. Airlines grounded, most sectors derailed. Ayush, if you can hear me. All right, we're going to try and patch Ayush, but we're looking at a clear trouble and concern for airlines, banking sectors, the stock exchange all over the world. We seem to be seeing huge troubles. Amit Sarwal, the editor of a news agency, Australia, joining us live for more on that. Amit, please go on. What's the situation in your country? We're looking at Microsoft outage that's really disrupted sectors all over the globe. In India, multiple airlines have complained of services being hampered.
Yep. So in Australia, the situation particularly is with major banks and major retail stores who use Microsoft service, particularly the third-party services that Microsoft uses. So for example, certain media houses like Sky News or maybe ABC are also experiencing the same problems that are right now being experienced by others. In particular, NAB, ANZ, Commonwealth Bank, Bendigo, Suncorp are the worst sufferers at the moment, but Westpac says there's not much going on in terms of outage. in there. I've seen, particularly, we have two retail, the food retailers, Woolworths and Coles. Coles is experiencing major one. Woolworths not so much. Only certain areas or certain shops in Woolworths, you will see that problem. At Coles, there are being reports that people have
Amit,
to
how
leave
how long has this trouble been persisting?
I think it's been for the past 2 hours, or it started since afternoon. Earlier, people felt it was some kind of a cyber attack because Australia has recently experienced a major cyber attack in the last couple of months, particularly, or the Australia Today website was also, targeted multiple times. So there was this kind of concerning feeling. People were under the impression that it's some kind of cyber attack, but once the global outage stories started coming in, so it was kind of a relief that it's just Microsoft and its affiliated services. The Australian government, I think in last 1 hour, they have had 2 meetings where they have clearly said it's not a cyber attack, and they are looking and talking to Microsoft to restore the services.